If you have ever spent an afternoon fighting with a top-handle jigsaw, trying to keep your lines straight, while the tool feels like it is trying to jump out of your hand, you know exactly why the barrel grip design is such a big deal. This Makita isn't just another cordless tool. It is built for those moments when you need to follow a scribe line with absolute surgical precision. Because the motor housing is lower and you are gripping the body directly, your hand is much closer to the material. It changes the whole dynamic of the cut. You feel less like you are wrestling a machine and more like you are guiding a pencil. Now, what really makes this thing tick is the brushless motor. It is surprisingly quiet, but don't let that fool you. It has plenty of grunt. You can dial the speed anywhere from 800 up to 3,000 strokes per minute, which is perfect because you aren't always cutting the same stuff. If you are working with delicate trim, you can slow it way down to avoid splintering, but if you are ripping through thick MDF, you can crank it up and let the orbital action do the heavy lifting. Speaking of orbital settings, having 3 options plus a straight cut mode gives you a lot of versatility depending on whether you prioritize speed or a clean finish. The battery life is honestly impressive. Using a 5Ah pack, this thing just keeps going. You could easily get through a massive cabinetry project without constantly swapping batteries, which is a huge win for anyone working on a job site. And the toolless blade change. It is snappy and reliable. You won't be fumbling with tiny hex keys when you need to swap out a blade mid-cut. The dual LED lights are a nice touch too, casting enough light to keep your line visible even in those dim corners of a workshop. If there is one thing to nitpick, it is that the barrel grip can feel a little thick if you have smaller hands. It is a solid, substantial tool, and while that weight helps keep it planted on the wood, it might take a minute to get used to the girth of the handle. Also, since it is a tool-only purchase, you are definitely paying for the professional-grade build quality, so it is an investment. But for the level of control and the sheer efficiency you get, it is hard to argue with the results. It is a serious piece of kit that makes the tedious parts of woodworking feel a whole lot more manageable. If you are already deep into the Makita battery ecosystem, this is a no-brainer upgrade that will probably make your old jigsaw feel like a relic from another era.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.